It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And here in the middle of the season now, Greg, how hard is it to build a rhythm for the players for the rest of the year?
You know, traveling to a new city every few days, it's rough. You need little rituals or routines to kind of keep a rhythm as the season goes on.
The shot by Odom, no good. Here's Van Horn. Playing New Jersey, he was nearly unstoppable. He dishes it to Roberts. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Lamar Odom pulls it in. And it's the Pacers' ball. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot from 16. Nelson dishes to Odom. Nelson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Passes to Roberts. Back to Dunn. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Brand.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Doherty, he's checked in for the 76ers. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Pacers. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Indiana.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in traffic. Position or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
To the inside, and done with the slam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Odom. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. For the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Nets.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Here's Roberts, 5 to shoot. Done with a screen on Jones. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Pacers trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Roberts. To the middle. Here's Dunn. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Dunn's got 7.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Odom, the pass to Brand. Trying to end the drought, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And how about Odom facilitating the shooter there, not holding the ball or forcing his own shot.
Here's Roberts. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Van Horn. The long distance 3 is buried.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now, here is Nelson. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Roberts looking for an opening. There's the screen. Here's Van Horn. From outside, off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 10. Pass to Njai. Odom against Doherty. Brand sets a screen for Odom. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Well, I like the setup there. Well done by Brand with the solid pick.
Here's Roberts. And there's the pass to Van Horn. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 6.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here is Brand. He also stepped up against the Warriors in that win. Here's Roberts, guarded by Nelson. Done with the screen on Nelson. Here's Roberts. And done with the slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Nelson. 76ers getting the bucket. Brand in the posts. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Here's Roberts. To the paint. Here's McCulloch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Brand. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Russell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Buckner comes in for Doherty. And a change for the Pacers. Harrington's checked in. Both free throws good for McCulloch. Pacers trail by 15. Outside Odom. Pass to Njai. Outside Odom. And some changes here for the Pacers. Gabriel's checked in, and Ollie subbed in for Nelson.
Checking in for the Pacers, Gabriel. Kevin Ollie.
Here's Ollie. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Roberts. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Howell's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Ollie. Passes it to Harrington. Dishes it to Njai. And nothing is falling for him right now. The 76ers leading by 17. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Here's Gabriel. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Roberts. Down low. Here's Dunn. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Allen. Lobbed up there for Dunn. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the Sixers pick up 2. Njai. That one good for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Roberts. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And done with the slam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Ollie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Howell. Off the left rim and out.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Allen. Roberts passes to Dunn. And he banks in the layup. Dunn's got 19 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So it's the Pacers now. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Ollie against Snow. Here's Njai. He gets that one. Njai's got his second basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Holly against Snow. Kicks it to Dunn. The shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Holly. Pass to Harrington. Fader on the way. Count it.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
1:16 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Brooks. The feed to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Timeout called the Pacers. And Philadelphia making a change. here. Parker's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Payne's checked in. Pass to Gabriel. Fires from deep. Here's Njai. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
The shot's good from Snow.
And the D can give up these kinds of looks, especially to Snow.
Payne kicks to Njai. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. 34 seconds left in the first. Here's Snow. Passes it to Buckner. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Good decision by Snow. He's not looking to score. Eric wants to move the ball.
Payne looking around. Pass to Harrington. And the layup falls. Harrington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Philadelphia leading by 19 points. Here's Snow. He kicks to Russell. And it's Brooks in the corner. No good from outside. And Indiana shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Brand. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And fantastic work from Brand. You see how polished and comfortable he is inside.
Here's Snow. Payne covering. The pass to Parker. Into the lane. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Philadelphia shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pacers trail by 21. Payne with it. Pass to Brand. Over Brooks. That's tipped. Parker against Jones. Parker outside. Passes it to Snow. Back to Parker. Driving to the basket. Makes it off the glass. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half. Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Here's Snow. And it's Brooks in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Payne passes to Jones. Odom up top. Now Payne. Back to Odom. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Brand. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Brand's got 6.
Brand with the board and hoop. He's a monster on that glass.
On the wing, Brooks, covered by Brand. Here's Snow. And it's Brooks in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Jones against Parker. Pass to Payne. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Brand. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Snow. Payne covering. Screened by Russell. Here's Snow inside. It's stolen by Harrington. Here's Odom. A 3-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 22 to the inside. Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And, you know, Snow knows his team depends on him to do this. A solid floor general.
Payne kicks to Brand. Here's Harrington. True on the 14-footer. He's got 8.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Here's Buckner. And stolen by Payne. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Reeves is checked in, and now he's subbed in for Jones. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Snow. There's the pass to Harrington. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The 76ers leading by 21. Here's Snow. Misses in close.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Reeves the pass to Olive. Spins. Brand a screen on Parker. Parker with the steal. Here's Snow. To the paint, looking for Harrington, and he gets it there. And they're on the break. Ollie passes to Reeves. Over Russell. Almost, but it rolls out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Ollie against Snow. To the middle. And Brooks gets it to go. Brooks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Harrington. Down low. Here's Brand. The shot comes out. Nice D from Brooks. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Snow against Ali. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Brooks misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Harrington, quite the role player. A big man with a soft stroke from deep. Prime time shooter when he gets it going.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Reeves. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Roberts passes to Brooks. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Nelson kicks to Brand. Shoots from the baseline. Over Brooks. That misses off the backboard. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Roberts, guarded by Nelson. Roberts dishes to Parker. To the left side wing. Here's Roberts. Another shot. Pass to Van Horn. It's stolen by Harrington. Here's Reeves. Can't hit from the low block. Here's Roberts. To the middle. Here's Van Horn. And he makes good on the layup. Van Horn's got 8 points.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Nelson, the pass to Reeves. Harrington with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harrington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Roberts. Here's Van Horn. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nelson kicks to Brand. Harrington inside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Brooks has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Roberts. Rebound by Elton Brand. Brand's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Puts it up from 12. Doherty grabs the board. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Feeds it to Brooks. Here's Roberts. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Doherty.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Nelson, the pass to Gabriel. Back to Nelson. 1:09 left to play here in the second quarter.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Here's Roberts. 6 on the shot clock. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Nelson left side. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Nelson's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Roberts. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Brooks with a screen on Nelson. The feed to Parker. Got a piece of it. Powell passes to Nelson. Pass to Harrington. Shoots over Doherty. And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's McKee. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Dunn, he's checked in for Parker.
76ers.
Dunn with a screen on Nelson. Lobbed up there for Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
The pass to Odom for the three. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jones, the pass to Nelson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Brand, and it's Brand with the jam.
You have to maintain contact with Brand in the paint, otherwise he's going to dunk it right on top of your head.
Nelson against McKee. Pass to Van Horn. He feeds it to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Rebound by the 76ers. McKee against Nelson. From the stripe, it's stolen by Jones. Here's Odom. And a miss there on the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here is McKee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 2 on the clock. And Dunn with the slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Brand, good.
Brand doesn't need much to get into a nice offensive rhythm. This guy's got a lot in his offensive package.
Nelson against McKee. Passes to Van Horn. The shot. Again, Philadelphia.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. From prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Takes it inside, and Nelson gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Dunn with a screen on Nelson. Now here's McKee. Inside, Dunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dunn's got 27 points.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Odom on the wing. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the inside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Van Horn's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Dunn. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Reeves is checked in, and Ollie subbed in for Nelson. The free throw drops in for Dunn. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Odom. No good with the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Dunn with a screen on Ollie. To the paint. And Dunn with the slam.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Outside Odom. Feeds to Brand. Can they get it? That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. McKee with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Van Horn, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shoots. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Now McKee. Pass to Van Horn. It's stolen by Jones. And here's the fast break. Odom leading the way. That one a little long. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-6 run. McKee against Ollie. McKee, no luck. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Indiana. The dish to Brand. Over Doherty. Indiana again missing. 76ers have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. And Indiana shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
Really like the energy Odom provides. Outstanding at knifing into the lane and finishing at the hoop.
Here's McKee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Van Horn. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Brand, a screen on McKee. The kick out to Odom. Shoots the three. Drills it from outside. Odom's got 10 points in the game.
And I love how Odom stretches the floor. They're always ready to shoot from distance when the defense isn't focused.
Dunn draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And the 76ers making a change here. Snow's checked in. And that one misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Payne dishes to Brand. Harrington, the pass to Brand. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Brand's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, not an easy shot. Especially for a big Brand with a nice stroke.
Here's Snow. Payne covering. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Gabriel. And stolen by McCulloch. Here's Snow. To the inside. And done with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Passes it to Harrington. Clock at 6. Doherty grabs the board. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. There's the triple. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Payne passes to Gabriel. Harrington with it. With the fadeaway. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Love the way Brand is able to use that strong body of his to absorb contact on the way up.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Here's Roberts, and it's Brooks in the corner. Off target from outside. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Now the pass to Brand. Indiana moving it around. Over Russell. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Philadelphia has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Roberts. Pass to Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
They get Al Harrington.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That one is off. Buckner's checked in for the 76ers. The Pacers also with a sub. Njai checked in. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Payne passes to Harrington. Over Russell. Rebound by the 76ers. Brooks has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Parker right side. And it's blocked. And here's Payne. And Payne slams it in.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
1:24 left here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the 76ers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Indiana just way behind. Right wing. Harrington dishes to Njai. Basket counts. Njai's got 6.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Roberts. Payne covering. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And the 76ers making a change here. Snow's checked in. Nelson's checked in for the Pacers. The Pacers shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. He dishes it to Njai. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 8 points for him.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And Philadelphia calls time here. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Snow. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Howell, covered by Parker. Gabriel's shot's good. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Snow. Parker outside. There's the pick. Down low. Deflects the pass. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. 76ers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Howell. Griffin a screen on Parker. Howell passes to Griffin. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Brooks has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Snow against Ollie. Here's Howell. Over Parker. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Passes it to Snow. Inside, Russell. Pacers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now here's Brooks. Here's Snow. Back to Brooks. And he goes in for the dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
76ers foul. Greg Buckner. Third personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Griffin a screen on Snow. Ollie passes to Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Philadelphia. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Parker. He feeds it to Brooks. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Payne, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the Pacers.
Now off the inbound, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Right side, Russell. Griffin with the steal. Here's Payne. That one falls. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Snow. Out to the wing. Here's Buckner. 6 to shoot. Snow, the pass to Parker, and the layup is good. 6 points for Parker. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Griffin, a screen on Parker. Here's Howell. Knocked loose. Here's Snow. Payne covering. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
The Pacers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Howell passes to Payne. Pass to Howell. And here's Griffin. Brooks covering. Just 5 on the clock. Griffin's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Reeves. He's covered by Snow. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Jones checked in for Howell. Here's Roberts. Payne covering. Here's Roberts. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Payne with it. Outside, Jones. Griffin sets the screen for Jones. Back to Payne. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. Jones, no luck. Philadelphia has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Roberts. To the middle. Wants to get it done and does. The Pacers shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Reeves the pass to Booker. And the pass to Reeves. Here's Jones. And once again off the mark by Indiana. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Roberts. Shoots over Payne. Roberts finds Brooks. Here's Roberts. Payne covering. Back to Brooks. Pulls up. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Payne passes to Griffin. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Roberts. He'll bring up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Payne kicks to Jones. They grab their own miss. Reeves can't hit. 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Roberts. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Russell. And stolen by Russell. Inside. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Now Payne. Dishes it to Griffin. Shoots a fader. And no good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Roberts trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Hammers the out. Through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Jones, the pass to Booker. Kicks it to Payne. From 10 feet out, count it. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Roberts. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Here's Ollie. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Roberts dishes to McCulloch. He kicks it to Roberts. Here's Van Horn. He's guarded by Ollie. 4 on the clock. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Keith Van Horn. One shot.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Enjai. From the right block, the shot is good. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Here's Roberts. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And he drives in. That one goes in.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Doherty's checked in for Buckner. Good on both. The Pacers shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Ollie against Dunn. Ollie passes to Enjai.
76ers foul. Dunn. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Two minutes remaining in the game.
Ollie passes to Reeves. Right block shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Van Horn's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Roberts. Goes up on the block, and another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. The feed now to Njai. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Sixers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
Here's Roberts. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Ollie passes to Njai. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
The first free throw is good. McKee's checked in for Philadelphia.
Shooting for Indiana.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And done with the slam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Ollie. He feeds it to Njai. Rebound by McCulloch. And here is McKee. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.